Hi besties, I'm just out in the fresh air. I'm not very far away from my home as I can't walk very far, but I thought I'd bring you with me. I wanted to show you this. This is just on our way down to the local park where the children play. Now this was once our very, very local pub. It's called the Windmill Inn or pub, whichever, I can't quite remember which. It then was made into a couple, I believe, of restaurants, which I thought were doing well, but obviously not. And then eventually, some years ago, it was just closed down. I suppose it's very difficult to see because obviously it's all wired off for safety reasons. But basically, all it is now is thus the, what's it called? Is it the facade, the frontage of the place? The rest of it has been stripped out and broken down. I have to be very careful here because there's cars beside me and I'm not the type of person that can do all this getting rid of number plates and the likes. So basically, that's all that's left of it. It's just all taken apart. This bit here was the loos and that. I remember, I think this was the men's loos. Yeah. So I think it's been bought by somebody, but they're taking it apart. I think they're taking it apart probably just to build something else. I don't know. Who knows? I definitely don't. But all this has been put up to stop us from getting in there. Rightly so. It's not my property, but I'm not moaning about people that do this going in old places, but it's very dangerous. It wouldn't be somewhere you'd want to go inside of. And out here they had all tables and everything. We used to enjoy that. That was lovely. Oh look, there's a bottle down there. What is it? I'd say it was something like champagne, but I'm not sure. Ah, I see. I can only see that. Is it Bucks Fizz? Could be Bucks Fizz. Yeah, there's a doorway there you can kind of see in, but there's no roofs or nothing. And as you see, it is a site. All the site safety regulations. Yeah, over that way was the garden. Through there, that door right at the back there, that was the kitchen. And this, and all the way along were all bars, and the bar was in there. So yeah, that was my local, which no longer exists. So, and then we walked down this little alleyway. Now, this little alleyway is like, I call it a bridle walkway, but it's not. It's a public footpath. And here on this side, as you can see, it's all leaves. But if you look down, oh, I don't think you can see, but down through there is the main drag, or main road, as I would call it. And I can hear tractors in the distance and cars, because over the way there was like a grammar field, like a grammar school, and all the tractors are there doing their bits and pieces that they need to do to keep the pitches and all that in good order. Sorry about the sound of the cars, but when you're out walking, this is what you get. Also, if suddenly it seems like I dive into the hedge, I'm not having a funny 5 minutes. It's because I've met a dog walker or something like that, and I cannot smudge out their faces, and if they don't want to be seen, they don't want to be seen, and that's all there is to it. And I don't want to mess about with anybody's privacy. Also, I have to be careful because in where I live we have 1, 2, 3 schools. Well, it's the tractor. It's actually cutting the grass here, not in what I thought it was. So, but anyway, yeah. So this is what we call the ball field. I have been down here before with you because I used to come at the beginning when I felt a bit more able and sit and tell stories. So I don't know if you can see in the distance, because it really is in the distance to me. Oh, what a shame. But that is actually where our windmill is, and the buildings there are the grammar school. So, and yeah, we really are here quite surrounded by schools. I think we've got 1, 2 play groups, and we got 1, 2, 3 schools, ranging from teeny tinies to like 18-year-olds. It really is. And then of course further on we've got a village called, that's not where I live, isn't here. I'm talking about another place now in this little section. And that's where Princess Anne went to school. Not here where I live though, I'm afraid. We're not that posh. That's a joke. People would moan at me, wouldn't they, saying that. Anyway, yeah, so I thought I'd have a little stroll and yeah, I'll bring you with me. I got myself in a state, I got panicky, so I thought the best thing to do is to get your glad rags on and go out, go for a little walk. I'm loving these trees, peeps, I really am, so pretty. Oh yeah, tractors over there, obviously cutting the grass. There's tractors over the way, you can't really see them here, but there is tractors over the way doing their bit. So yeah, oh, there's people over there, but I don't think you'll see them. And right down the very end, right down the bottom there, past that tractor, there is the children's play area. And behind that, the row of houses behind it were partly once part of the actual, they were the primary school. And my son and my daughter started off there, and then they were moved up into the newer one. And that now is become the old part of the school they retained, and it has become doctors' areas. So, yeah, doctor surgeries. So, yeah. So we'll turn around this way, slowly, and, oh, football bits there for the kids to play football. And we do have a local football team, and they do play on this pitch. This tree up here is absolutely magnificent. The colour of it, gorgeous. So we'll walk slowly back until I run out of my 10 minutes. Look at the daisies. I'm going to show you the daisies. There I go. Look. Ooh, I love them. I absolutely love daisies of all kinds. So, yeah, sorry, that was it. So anyway, yeah. And unusually, we've still got bins up here. Most places you go nowadays, they've took the bins down, you know, bombs, whatever, I don't know, but they've gone. But we do have our own local bins, and we do have our own local-ish people come round and collect it from our council. The tractor going round again, he's doing a busy job. Yeah, so I thought we'd have a little short walk. Starting to get breathless now because this is an incline, and whew. But we've been out today then, girls. We've had our fresh air, girls and boys, sorry, my besties, we've had our fresh air for today. So yeah, and I will then come back up to the top. Look at the hedges all overgrown. I once bet there's birds, insects. How wonderful is that? I love to see an overgrown patch because I always think that's the habitat of our local wildlife, which to me is very, very important. Over there, there's, you can't really see it, but over there there's seats. They got like little seats all the way, which is really nice for people like me to stop and get their breath back. Bin, as I told you about, very important implement needed to keep the place looking spick and span and tidy. Otherwise, yeah, it would go to rack and ruin. A bit like the pub that I showed you. Anyway, so we're now back at the entrance. I mean, if you didn't know betting couldn't eat the cars, you'd think by here you was in the middle of a wood, wouldn't you? You really would. And that is how close I actually live to the woods. I don't think you can go either way, half a mile, quarter of a mile before you come to some sort of wood. And I used to go in them very, very much, but I'm sad to say now, oh, look, a sneaky way in. Ooh, that used to be the car park bit of the pub. Look at the way these twist and turn, how beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to have to say goodbye because I'm just going to run out of time and I'm going to make my way home. But I love you, besties, and I hope you enjoyed our little jaunt. Take care. Love you all. Bye from Grandma Kimmy. Bye.